49ers Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to throw right away. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 21-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game playing a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The tackle by
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tyler Ervin back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Ervin to return. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Adrian.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And the Packer.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the rookie second-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taylor Gabriel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute off? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
14-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
65. 955. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 55. White. You must be getting tired of the
Garoppolo looks to throw. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
With a handoff to
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Is 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 7 yards, the pickup there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking deep for Adams. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Dillon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Darnell Savage.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Niners 28. Packers 20.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. It's caught by Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Packers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And 10 at the 49ers' 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Funches has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Green Bay.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Jones. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I don't think you got it, son.
From the 41, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
3rd down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding Gabriel complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jones, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But